Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, back here again on a Tuesday night for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series from Crooked Line Short Track Oval Racing. And tonight we are at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for 100 laps in the Tour Modifieds, and I'm looking at my timing and scoring right now, showing 22 of these Tour Modifieds out here tonight. About 3.5 minutes or so left here in practice. Now, something I want to talk about is the points going into tonight. I'm going to bring them up on your screen. As you can see, Jason Day's your points leader, but 2 points behind him is the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick. And then you go back to third, Tanner Marr and Caleb Thompson and Zach Murphy, the top 5 in points, but it is a close battle going into tonight's race. After tonight, that actually only leaves 4 races left in the season. So 4 races left in the season with that close of a points battle heating up. And top times are scrolling across the top of your screen right now. Jason Raymond has the quickest time out there right now on that number 44 with a 30.01. Also tonight, something that's a little interesting is I was talking to one of the drivers earlier. He said that they might actually have to stop for fuel twice tonight. Tires are definitely going to matter. Apparently, within 15 laps, we're going to start to see tire fall off here tonight. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost about that time for us to be heading down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, about 1.5 minutes left here in practice. We're going to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. If you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's National Anthem. All right, and thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. He actually just put up a video not too long ago of a live performance he did, so go check that out. Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. Drivers are getting ready to head into qualifying. You saw the top times there in practice. Let's see who can put it on the pole for tonight's race. Like Chris Sawyer in the number 66, one of the first drivers to head out on track. You see Jason Day actually heading out on track. Let's take a look at him on his qualifying run coming into to tonight. Points leader, only 2 points above Kyle O'Danick. So let's see what the number 52 can do here in qualifying. So Jason Day across the line to start his qualifying run here at New Hampshire. I'm looking at timing and scoring, and a lot of guys are actually out on track right now. Not a lot of time to get those laps in. 2 laps here. Jason Raymond puts up the first lap, 30.14. Brian Zimmerman follows with a 30.38. Jason Day out of turn number 4 across the line for his first lap. It's going to be good enough for second right now with a 30.32. Let's see if he can improve on his second. That track position is going to be key tonight. Definitely going to be hard track to pass at. Interesting line being ran here, too, by these guys across the line, though, for the number 52 for his second lap. Doesn't look like he was able to improve. Only ran a 30.37 on his second lap. And also just got bumped down to 5th position. How about Scott Smith in the number 53? Jumping up to 3rd right now with a 30.29. Jason Korn's out there in the number 39, taking his green flag. First lap. Only about 2.5 minutes left here in qualifying. The driver who cannot qualify tonight, as I was told, is Brandon Mettler, number 15, who was the winner last week. Has to start from the rear of the field. Jason Korn goes 11th fastest on his first lap with a 30.40. Out of turn number 4 for the number 39 on his second lap. Let's see if he can improve here. He does. A 30.36 bumps him up into 9th position. Tanner Marr across the line, finishing up his qualifying run. So far, 12th on the board. Second lap, not any quicker. So Tanner Marr, 12th position right now. Brian Treadwell, scraped the wall a little bit there. That's going to invalidate that lap time. About a minute left on the clock in qualifying. .48 of Treadwell getting loose there. He's going to have to get the tires cleaned off if he's going to want to try again here. I don't know if he has another lap. He's only got about 45 seconds here to make something happen in qualifying. So far, Jason Raymond sitting on provisional pole right now. Actually, I'm going to see if I can't pull up all the points here. Let me see. I know Raymond has missed a few races. Raymond's coming into tonight 26th in points. So he's going to need everything he can get if he's even going to want to compete in these last 4 races. So starting on the pole here tonight, it looks like for Jason Raymond. So that's going to be a good start for him for these last 4 races. Let's see what he can do tonight. We know he's someone who is really good in these Tour Modifieds. But ladies and gentlemen, Quite a few Tour Modifieds out there tonight, so let's go ahead and get through the grid. Jason Raymond in the number 44 is going to be starting on the pole position tonight, with Caleb B. Thompson in the 04 starting to his outside. Zach Murphy in the number 29 is going to be starting in third, with Scott Smith in the number 53 starting in fourth. Kyle O'Danick in the number 21 is going to be starting in fifth position, with Jason Day to his outside in sixth in the number 52. Chris Sawyer in the number 66 is going to be in seventh, with Larry Bell to his outside in eighth in the number 43. Jason Korn in that number 39 is going to be starting in ninth position, with Brian Zimmerman in the 28 starting in 10th. Derek Stanley will be starting in 11th position in the number 19. And Brandon Metler again has to go to the rear of the field, showing him in 12th. Tanner Marr is going to be in 13th in that number 4, with Chummy Miller in the 06 starting in 14th. Mitchell Muma in the 98 is going to be 15th, with Scott Bryant to his outside in the number 38 and 16th. Jeffrey Miller in the number 79 is going to be starting 17th, with Steven Johnson starting in 18th in the number 23. Lloyd Moore is going to be starting in 19th position in the number 14, with Chris Clark in the number 91 starting in 20th. Brian Treadwell in the 48 going to be starting 21st, with Dustin Lamb in the 10 starting 22nd. Gary Wright in that number 89 is going to be starting 23rd, with Thomas Bergeron rounding out the field in 24th. Thomas not taking the grid, missing the start here. These drivers are beginning to roll off. They're going to start heating them tires and getting these Tour Modifieds ready to go for 100 laps tonight here at New Hampshire. "23 drivers are going to be taking the green flag here tonight. Again, it looks like the number 93 electing to not start this race. Jason Raymond's going to be leading them down to the green flag. First start is on green. Everything after that will be on the leader. If we don't get a caution here until lap 50, there will be a competition caution out of turn number 4, though. Green flag is in the air here tonight at New Hampshire. Jason Raymond's got a good start going down into turns 1 and 2. Caleb B. Thompson trying to hold on to second there on the outside, but Zach Murphy trying to make something happen there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Coming out of turn number 2, they're going to be side by side going down the back straightaway. Scott Smith has a lot of momentum up on that top side right now, following Caleb B. Thompson as they barrel down into turns 3 and 4. Side by side back there, Jason Day with Kyle O'Danick. That's basically a battle for the points lead right now as they try to split the number 53 as Scott Smith almost making it 3 wide. A lot going on back here. It looks like somebody got back into the wall. They're 3-4 wide trying to avoid it. Larry Bell getting around it. Tanner Marr getting around it. That moves Larry Bell up into 11th position on this restart. Fighting Derek Stanley right now for that top 10 position. Only lap 2 right here, and a lot has gone on so far. Tanner Marr running that top side of the racetrack, trying to get momentum to get around the 43 of Larry Bell, but just can't seem to make it work. Looks like the number 98 of Mitchell Muma got a little loose right there as they came out of turn number 4. Jason Raymond, still race leader, starting to gap second place a little bit right now. Lead is up to 0.3 of a second. Momentum is going to be key here tonight. You see Caleb B. Thompson holding on to second position right now. Just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 30.23. And Zach Murphy right behind him, not too far off. But we are going to be under caution for the first time this evening. And it looks like it might have been the number 79 of Jeffrey Miller. Let's go back on the True Sim instant replay and see what happened. Wrong button. All right, let's bring it back here. So it looks like they're 3 wide coming off turn 2. And 79 just makes contact with the 48. Probably didn't know they were 3 wide. Might not have gotten the call. we can sit in the spotter stand. You can see that right there is kind of a blind spot for the spotters. So a little bit of a misjudgment call there. Not a big deal. Doesn't look like either driver got too much damage. 79 able to drive off, but that's going to bring us under the first yellow flag here tonight. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and shout out a couple of our sponsors. We will be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, everybody, we unfortunately got to cut it short right there. SavageEdge.com. They'll put your name on anything. Go get yourself a True Sin Productions t-shirt. Jason Raymond electing to take the outside field. Going to be in the hands of Jason Raymond on this restart coming out of turn number 4. A lot of people deciding to take that outside lane, but a few electing to take the inside, trying to gain some positions here. Let's see what happens on this restart. Green flag back out in the air. Doesn't look like Zach Murphy got the restart he wanted to right there as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Going to be side by side for second as you see Caleb Thompson up on the top side of the racetrack trying to make it work. He's going to have the momentum. He's going to have the run down the back straightaway here coming off turn number 2. Kylo Danek trying to find a way around Zach Murphy right here to get himself up inside the top 3. Needs all the points he can get. Now we got to take a look at Jason Day, current point leader, trying to get around the number 19 of Derek Stanley. He's all over the back bumper as they go down the front straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Looks like everybody's starting to single file out just a little bit. Tanner Marr trying to make a position here, looking for 8th on Scott Smith. Scott Smith on the top side of the racetrack. Tanner just can't get the momentum to make a move on the bottom of the racetrack there. Lap 9 of 100, we're going to be back under the yellow flag. Problems for Chummy Miller. Smoking. See if we can't go back, get a replay on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a look at that red and white car on the bottom side of the racetrack, showing 06 on the timing and scoring 21 on the race card. Not sure why, but we'll get that figured out. Anyway, that's who we're taking a look at here. Coming off turn number 4. Oh, looks like the 48 and the 21 just kind of make a little bit of contact. Sends the 21 into the outside wall. He does have a fast repair here tonight. Can get that modified fixed. But not something you want to use this early in the race. This is definitely not something Jason Raymond wants to see. Now, when I was talking to the driver who said they might have to make 2 pit stops, that was before they had cautions. He was saying that based on an entire green flag run. With these couple of cautions, it might turn down to where they only have to make one pit stop tonight. Tires still going to play a factor. We're only 11 laps into this thing, and only 5 or so of those have been ran under the green flag, so them tires are still good. See a few drivers down pit road right now. I've probably taken fuel, I imagine. Pretty much it looks like the top 15 have decided to stay out on track. Brandon Mettler coming off pit road right now. One of the drivers that had to start from the rear of the field this evening. Last week's winner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back under the yellow flag. We're going to take another quick commercial break to shout out MF Racing Designs. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, if you need a paint scheme done on iRacing, MF Racing Designs on Facebook. Jason Raymond in control once again. And number 4, the pace truck's going to dive down pit road. And we're back under green. Raymond got another good start there, and again, electing to take the high side of the racetrack. You notice not everybody really going down to the bottom side of the racetrack, not to the yellow line at least. Kind of running the middle and the top grooves of the racetrack today. So another great restart for the number 04 of Caleb B. Thompson. He holds on to second position right now. Zach Murphy right now under fire from a few drivers, Kyle O'Danick and Derek Stanley as they go down the front stretch. Almost a little contact there between the 21 and the 19. 19 having some electrical issues in that Tour Modified. Let's see if that affects him later on in the race. O'Danick still looking to the inside as they go down into turns 3 and 4. Jason Day back there also trying to make something happen, and it seems like we're going to have Steven Johnson in the number 23 going around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at that pink car, the top side of the racetrack. Number 23 is Steven Johnson. We're going into turns 3 and 4 right here. Down the back straightaway. Now, it was showing me that Steven Johnson had crashed. Yep, there it is. Just kind of comes down. 89 saw a gap, went for it, and I don't know. Again, we'll let the chat decide on that one like we always do, but Steven Johnson getting turned in that one, and that's what brought out the yellow flag here this evening. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just bring the points up on your screen. That is the points going into tonight's race. Jason Day points leader, 2 points over the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick. Championship battle heating up, so I hope everybody you tune in each week here for the next 4 weeks on True Sim Productions to check out the final 4 races of the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. Lights are still on the pace car. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting to see a live choose code right there. See Zach Murphy taking the bottom side, Caleb Thompson taking the top side once again. It's worked out for him the past 2 restarts. Same with Jason Raymond, so we're going to see what happens here. We go back to green on lap 19. Still a long way to go in this. So field in the hands of Jason Raymond one more time, coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is back out in the air. Great launch there for the number 44, Jason Raymond. He's going to be clear heading down into 1 and 2, but Caleb Thompson is going to have to fight Zach Murphy again on the outside. As we go down the back straightaway, Kyle O'Danick still trying to make something happen back there as well. Getting pushed almost down the back straightaway by Derek Stanley in that number 19. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if we can get it in tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a crank it up? Oh, man, I love the crank it up cameras. All right, we're back to it. Jason Raymond, still your race leader. Starting to gap second place once again. About 2/10, almost 3/10 right now, but they're running almost identical lap times. However, you can see right there, running a little bit different lines as they go down into 1 and 2. Jason Raymond kind of running that middle groove of the racetrack, whereas Caleb B. Thompson entering a little bit higher. As we'll take a look at it here in 3 and 4. You see him there almost one groove up from the number 44. And starting to kind of reel him in just a little bit. Gap closing, increasing, kind of staying in the same place, honestly, if we're looking at it hard enough. The number 4, Kyle O'Danick, though, trying to take back the championship lead here tonight. Running in 4th position, up 1 spot from the start of this race. He started in 5th. Has been trying to get around the number 29 of Zach Murphy for the last 5 or so laps. Just can't seem to make it work. Crossing the line here, lap 27 of 100 at New Hampshire. Riding on board here with Kyle O'Danick. Get a good shot out the front windshield of this Storm Modified. You can see what he sees as they go through turns 1 and 2. Let's go back, take a look at Larry Bell. Larry Bell's up inside the top 10 here, sitting in 9th. Scott Smith right behind him. Now, Scott Smith is down 6 positions since the start of this race, but still holding on to that top 10 spot right now in the number 53. Oh, looks like we're going to go 3 wide back here almost. Metler looking for it. Probably not where I'd want to go 3 wide right now, Metler. Probably not a good idea. Got a little loose there as he went through the center of the corner. But Metler he had to start from the rear of the field, so he is trying to get back up to the front. Trying to put a 3 wide again, going all the way to the apron. So they're going to be almost 3-4 wide. Oh, Metler has to dodge it, and the 10's going to get turned in front of him. We caught that live. Dustin Lamb gets turned by, it looked like, I'm not sure who that was. So this just has bad written all over it from the start, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking a look at the number 10 there, Dustin Lamb. So the 48 slides up in front of him. He tries to cross him back over. And I don't know. It looks like the 14 comes up a little bit, but right at the last second, maybe the 10 kind of comes down the racetrack just a bit. Turns him around right in front of Metler as well. Metler doing a good job not hitting the 10 as he came across his nose. Actually, that would probably be a good onboard shot we could take a look at. Let's go back and take a look. See what Metler saw here. Yeah, that's definitely scary. It's not something you want to see when you're trying to work up through the field there. All right, so back under yellow flag once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to cut that one short. I promise, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get a full Savage Edge commercial in here tonight before it's over. But they must have had a quickie yellow there. I don't think anybody really came down pit road. I was on board there with Raymond there for a second. Heard him putting the clutch in and saving a little bit of fuel here. And this is their 3rd or 4th caution here tonight. So I believe they just might have saved enough fuel to run this whole race out. All right, we're going to be coming back to the green flag on lap number 33. Raymond in control once again, coming out of turn 4, stacks him up just a little bit and fires him off, back underway. Kyle O'Danick looks like he might have spun the tires just a little bit there on that start. Had a little wiggle there, lost a little momentum, and now how about that number 4, Tanner Marr, up 9 positions since the start of this race, looking to the outside, now to the inside of the 29, and Zach Murphy going down the back straightaway. Kyle O'Danick actually kind of lost 2 spots on this restart, now under fire from Jason Corn. Brian Treadwell's up here in the mix as well, looking to the inside of the 39 of Corn down the front straightaway. Brandon Mettler also must have taken advantage of that choose cone, because now Mettler up inside the top 10. Trying to make it happen here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Going for 2 in a row for the number 15. Looks to the outside of Jason Corn. Corn's going to block down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Mettler is going to send it in once again. Try and slide job the number 39 in 3 and 4, but can't quite clear him. Not sure what's going on with that. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're side by side. Mettler finally got a run here on Brian Treadwell. Got around Jason Corn as well. Oh, wow. Look at the move Gary Wright is trying to make here on Jason Corn down into turns 1 and 2. Side by side back there for the 9th position. Gary Wright trying to take over 8th. Corn trying to hold on to it. Tanner Marr up here in 4th. Looks like Zach Murphy managed to get around him. Now Kyle O'Danick putting the pressure on him. Jason Raymond, still your race leader, still running pretty good lap times right now. Everybody's being really consistent right now when I'm looking at the lap times. The top 5 are all almost identical lap times for how hard they're racing. It's pretty impressive. Tanner Marr looking to the inside of Zach Murphy again, coming off of 2. Couldn't get the momentum to get a run and pass the 29. We know it's going to be tough to pass here. You see it. It's pretty much a freight train down the front straightaway. Jason Raymond still the race leader. Caleb B. Thompson doing a really good job tonight. Running in second, maintaining that position. Oh, problems for the 44. Looked like Raymond might have had a little bit of an electrical issue right there. Lost a little bit of time to the 04. We'll have to keep an eye on him the rest of the race. Only lap 38 of 100. Still a long way to go. Drivers are starting to get some green flag laps ran here tonight at New Hampshire. It's great to see. Brian Treadwell, we got to talk about him a little bit. Up 14 spots since the start of this race. Running a really high line there through 1 and 2, but hanging on to that 7th position. Doing a really good job here tonight. Brian Zimmerman trying to work his way back up through the field. So let's actually talk about that number 28 machine a little bit. Last pit on lap number 30. Pit time, a 13.68 for the number 28. Brian Zimmerman took tires, ladies and gentlemen, at least right sides, and he is on a mission. The 48's going to get turned. Great save by Brian Treadwell. It looked like him and the 89 might have connected on nerve bars a little bit there, going down the front stretch into 1 and 2. And got the 48 sideways. He's going to lose a lot of track position, but keeps a green flag, keeps the thing straight. Great save for the number 48. I swear, it's just like a broadcaster's curse, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you couldn't have planned that. Literally could not have planned that. Let's go back and see what happened. All right, so we're not entirely sure what all went on there. I was looking at timing and scoring when that was going on. So it looks like, yeah, the 48 just gets loose, comes on the track, gets into the 38 and takes him out. Unfortunate night for the number 48 of Brian Treadwell. All right, let's see if we can get that shout out to SavageEdge.com. Again, ladies and gentlemen, SavageEdge.com. Put your name on anything and get yourself a True Sim Productions t-shirt.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, and we're back alive, ladies and gentlemen. Something interesting happened there under that last caution. A bunch of drivers coming down pit road, and a lot of them taking 4 tires, it looks like. 2 to 4 tires, obviously right sides, or 4. But Brandon Mettler, fuel only. An 8-second pit stop for Brandon Mettler, and he's going to be now your race leader. So, pace truck's going to duck on off. Or, I'm sorry, Scott Smith was the race leader. They're going to check up big time, and it is just calamity on this restart. Brandon Mettler checked up the outside line. Looks like he missed a shift. And just, oh, man, that was, oh, wow. That is not what we want to see here tonight. Let's just go back and take a look at it here. Let's go up to Brandon Mettler. So the thing is that, like, it's one thing if he checks up a little bit, but this was a lot of bit. There was contact already right there. And, I mean, it actually looks like that Mettler might not have missed the shift. He might have just started in the wrong gear. Because right there, you see the 23 gets he tries to time it. Or he sees the 53 go. It looks like Scott Smith was actually our race leader at the time. And then everybody else thinks they're going and goes. And it's just unfortunate chaos for a lot of people right there. I think Zach Murphy might have been one who got the worst of that. Let's see what happened here to the number 29. Yeah, so, I mean, he had no idea what was going on, it looks like. Not sure, but that took out a lot of good people here this evening. Tanner Marr still on pit road. Quite a few drivers still on pit road right now, as you can see at the bottom hand portion of your screen. So that actually gives the race lead to 53 is Scott Smith. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? I agree with you, Keith Mack. I just saw your comment in the chat. Looks like he started in second gear rather than missed a shift. He never got going. I agree with that. I actually agree with that. At first, you know, it looked like maybe he might have missed a shift, but yeah, it looks like when everybody went, he tried to go, but was just in the wrong gear. We've all done it. So that's actually going to give Scott Smith a really good advantage here on this next restart, because I believe since that was right on the initial start of that last restart, that they're going to be going single file on this one. So Scott Smith is going to have a great advantage here to get out, get in a rhythm, and just turn some laps. Lap 47 here of 100. We'll see if the pace car lights go out this time by. And they do. Oh, it looks like it is having them choose. So that's interesting. No, it's making them go single file. All right, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. See Brian Zimmerman on pit road. Steven Johnson on pit road. All right, so a single file restart here, going to be coming to lap 49. Still a long way to go in this thing. Anything can happen. We got to see some green flag laps being ran here tonight, though. I want to see what these guys can do in a long run. We know a few drivers in the field tonight who are really good on those longer runs. We know Jason Day kind of likes it when the race goes a little bit more green flag than anything. And he's someone battling for the points right now, but Scott Smith fires him back off, and we're back underway. And as I said, look at the gap he gets. He's almost out to a half a second lead on this restart. Lloyd Moore, though, holding on to second. Brandon Mettler trying to get a run on the inside. He does. They're going to be side by side as they head down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. And Jason Raymond also trying to make his way back up through the field. Remember, Raymond was one of those drivers who pit last on lap 42. So he's been trying to work his way up since lap 42. Halfway through this thing, ladies and gentlemen, and Brandon Mettler looking for the race lead. Down into 1 and 2. Side by side for the race lead. Scott Smith doing a good job battling on that high side. Kind of runs Mettler a little out of racetrack. Looks like he got a little sideways there. Now they're looking 3 wide almost coming off of turn 4 for the race lead. Jason Raymond all over the back bumper of Brandon Mettler as they go down into 1 and 2. Scott Smith is doing a really great job here tonight, running that high side, trying to keep the momentum. Mettler running that low side by side again as they go down the back straightaway. Jason Raymond back there looking for third. The caution flag's going to be out on the speedway. I don't know who it's going to give the lead to right there. Remember, iRacing goes off of the last scoring loop. It looks like it gave it to Brandon Mettler. Oh, okay, so right there, ladies and gentlemen, Tanner Marr involved in this one as well, trying to avoid it. I mean, it's just bad luck everywhere. So it just looks like that the 39, we're looking at the 39 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Jason Day there in the middle in the number 52, and Jeffrey Miller up on the top side. Looks like he's trying to let everybody by. They come off the corner. It looks like Day tries to give him room, and I don't know, a little misjudgment there on everybody's part. It looks like not giving enough room. I don't know who you'd put that on. It's hard to tell. But we're back under the yellow flag once again, which means, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go under another commercial break. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them for abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back to the green flag. Brandon Mettler in the race lead right now, taking the high side. Lloyd Moore on the bottom. The green flag is back out in the air. Down into turns 1 and 2. Mettler's got a great launch. Jason Raymond also had a pretty good restart. He finds himself up into second. Now he's got to run down the race leader, Brandon Mettler, and see if he can take back over the race lead and lead some more laps tonight. Chris Sawyer in that number 66 having a good run out here tonight, sitting up there in the 4th position with Derek Stanley right behind him. And how about this? They just can't seem to get away from each other tonight for very long. Jason Day and Kylo Danick separated by 1 car, and that's the 39 of Jason Korn. But they're going to be side by side as they go down the back straightaway, Korn and Day. 52 of Jason Day looking to the inside. A little scrape of the wall there from the 39 of Korn, trying to hold on to that position. And Tanner Marr, after being involved in a couple incidents tonight, Nerf bar on that Tour Modified on the front is pretty tore up. Still holding on to 9th position. Brandon Mettler just ran the fastest lap of the race, a 30.15. And that's pretty interesting to see, considering he only had an 8-second pit stop. Not sure if he took tires or maybe he took 2. I'm not 100% sure, but Jason Raymond on them 4 fresh ones just can't seem to run them down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're back under the yellow flag once again. I'm not sure exactly what happened, showing maybe the 10 of Dustin Lamb might have been involved. Let's go back and take a look here. Yeah, so him and the 06 just make contact. What was that? Oh, wow, he just got loose, and he spun it on his own as well. So him and the, I don't know what to say, a 21 or the 06, a Chummy Miller. Got to get these numbers rectified, guys. Please. They make contact go around. So 2 more cars involved. As you can see, Tanner Mars down in the pits there, probably bringing that Tour Modified down to get some work done. Yeah, Keith, I see you in chat. You're absolutely right. The left sides don't really mean a whole lot, but some tracks, when you take 4 tires, it works a lot better than when you take 2. But there are times where those 2 tires, it'll loosen that car up when the setup's built and tight later in the run. And I've seen the 2-tire strategy work a lot here in this Tour Modified series. Right, so it looks like we're probably going to get the choose cone next time by. A few drivers on pit road. Zach Murphy, Mark Miller, Tanner Marr, Dustin Lamb. Tanner's been on pit road for a while. We'll see if he elects to join us in the booth once again tonight. That being said, a Tanner in the booth, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, the Wednesday night late models, that's going to be broadcasted same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to check that out. Tanner will be in the booth. I'll be on the racetrack. Then Thursday night, we're back on the dirt. All right, so you see the choose cone going into effect here. Mettler going to the top, Raymond to the top once again, and that worked out for both of those drivers the last restart. That inside lane just doesn't seem like it can get going. As you can see, only 4 drivers, 5 now, electing to take the inside lane. Mettler leads them out of turn number 4, and green flag is back out in the air. So another good restart for Raymond. Right behind the race leader. He's going to, oh man, kind of chops the nose off of Lloyd Moore right there a little bit as they go into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, everybody's single filed out except we go back to Steven Johnson and Caleb Thompson. They're duking it out for the 6th position right now as the 23 is going to send it in on the 04. They're still going to be side by side as they come off turn number 4. And Kyle O'Danick back there trying to get around these guys as well. 23 is going to slot up in front of them. Brian Zimmerman trying to make something work on that bottom lane. So far, so good. Little loose there. And now Danik looking to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. They get that sorted out. Now Danik trying to get around the 39 of Jason Korn. Now side by side with Brian Zimmerman. Let's go back a little bit further and take a look at the current points leader, which is the number 52 of Jason Day. But if Danik stays in front of him, that's going to change this evening. Day trying to get around the 79 of Jeffrey Miller right now for that 13th position. So Jason Day having a rough night tonight. Right now, Brandon Mettler still running really consistent lap times, which is it's really interesting to see. I'm not going to lie. That 8-second pit stop, I'm not sure if he took 2 tires or not. To me, that sounds like it would be a fuel only. It's just wild to me. No tires they're holding up that well tonight. I was told that 15 laps in, you'd start to see them fall off a little bit. Doing a good job up there holding off Jason Raymond, because Raymond actually just ran the fastest lap of the race last time by a 30.12. So Raymond is coming. Scratch that. How about Lloyd Moore with a 30.11 fastest lap time? And you can see the track, ladies and gentlemen. There are clouds starting to kind of roll in there in turns 1 and 2. So the track's going to cool down a little bit. Allow these guys to get a little bit more grip and start turning these faster lap times. So single file, throw a blanket over your top 4 right now. Lloyd Moore again with a fast time that time by. Mettler still your race leader. Raymond's getting ever so close, ever so slightly every lap. It's about a 10th gap right now as they go down to 3 and 4. You see him right there. He just gets a great entry. Mettler looks like he might be pushing a little tight, almost a little bit of contact with the wall right there as they come off turn number 4. When they cross the line this time by, it's going to be 30 laps to go. Both drivers a little sideways through 1 and 2. Raymond's got to run. One in the wall on the backstretch. He pulls it off. Everybody looks like they're going to get around him. That was the 0-4 of Caleb Moore. Got into the wall a little bit. Now almost a little contact with Brian Zimmerman. He's going to get into the wall once again. Keeps it straight. Great job by the 0-4. Back up to the front. Jason Raymond still doing everything he can to get around the 15 of Brandon Mettler. Just can't quite get there. He's got a good run here down the front stretch. Will he take a look? He's got a good run here. Kind of lifts a little bit early. Let's see if he can get the run again going down the back stretch. Raymond's got something figured out here in the closing laps. Lloyd Moore in that number 14. He's doing a great job holding on to that 3rd spot. Derek Stanley also back there doing a good job in 4th. Brian Zimmerman, he's got Kyle O'Danik to his outside right now. He's going to slide up in front of him, take his line away. O'Danik trying to cross him back over, but just doesn't have the momentum to do it. Sends it in on the 28 there in 3 and 4. Gonna kind of push him up the racetrack. Zimmerman, you can tell, looks like he got a little tight right there as they're side by side down the front stretch. It's great racing going on right here for the 7th position. Every point's gonna matter here. O'Danik gets him down the back stretch. Slots up in front of the 28, now has his sights set on the 66 of Chris Sawyer coming out of turn number 4. Back up to the front of the field. It's still a 4-car train with 26 laps to go. Mettler's still the race leader. Raymond is just a little bit faster, but so is that 14 of Lloyd Moore. He was faster than both of them that time by. It looks like Raymond's got a good run here all over the back bumper of Brandon Mettler. Down into turns 1 and 2. Will he make a move? He doesn't. Decides to slot back into second place once again. Looks like Mettler a little loose as they go through 1 and 2. Raymond's got another good run here down the back straightaway. 25 laps to go. Going to be 24 this time by. Oh, Mettler almost getting into the wall a little bit there. Raymond has a run once again, showing the nose down the front stretch, but just doesn't do anything with it. It looks like Mettler is using up those tires. I mean, you see Raymond basically pushing him down the front stretch into 3 and 4, gives him a shot. Mettler's going to get loose. Raymond's going to go to the top side of the racetrack. He's trying to get around him. He's got a good run here. He's got the preferred line right now. Now all he has to do is pinch Mettler off coming out of turn 2 and give Raymond the race lead. Great running. How about Lloyd Moore now? Looking to the inside of Brandon Mettler. Lloyd Moore is trying to get second. Don't count out Derek Stanley now either, because here he comes. Now these guys are battling. Derek Stanley can catch up to him. He's looking for third. It's a great battle going on up here at the front right now. Jason Raymond just set a really good lap time of 30.61 compared to everybody else, which was in the 8s. How about Mettler, though? It looks like he's got another head of steam. He's trying something. Oh, problems for the 15. Is the 15 out of fuel? Or can he not make it? Mettler on pit road. You hear that car sputtering. That car is out of fuel, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, see Kyle out in chat. Good to see you. Awesome battle. Wanted to watch the whole race, but just finished up racing C-Class Dirt Street Stocks. Got the win. Nice. Where are they at this week? Got a good battle going on back here for 6th place. Chris Sawyer, oh, trying to hold up. Oh, my goodness. Larry Bell getting spun around like a top. Larry Bell just went for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. We've been getting lucky catching these wrecks live. Let's see what happened. Oh, so again, so this looks like a case that, again, the driver on the inside thinks that driver on the outside is going all the way to the wall. And the guy on the outside, he doesn't have to. And it looks like Corn had the run, kept his line. I don't know. Hard to tell. Larry might have came up there. Corn might have came down. We'll leave it up to chat. But we're back under the yellow flag once again here tonight at New Hampshire. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, we're back live, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to go back under the green flag. Going to be 15 laps to go when the green flies once again. Jason Raymond, your race leader. Steven Johnson in second. Kyle O'Danick back there in third. And Lloyd Moore in fourth. Should be a good one. Good, like I said, going to be 15 laps to go. Pace truck is off. And the green flag is back out in the air. Jason Raymond with another good restart. Looks like Steven Johnson trying to make something happen there. He slides up in front of the 14, takes back second position. Lloyd Moore, though, coming back for it right now. He's got a good run going on the back straightaway. And here we go once again. Point leader Jason Day trying to get around Kyle O'Danick, trying to hold on to that points lead here tonight. We go on board with the number 52. Side by side down the back straightaway for the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick and Derek Stanley and the number 19 as they go into turns 3 and 4. Oh, problems for the number 19 a little bit there, but he comes back. We're still under green flag. 13 laps to go for the number 44, Jason Raymond, as they cross the straight. Steven Johnson trying to do everything he can right now. Trying to get up there, but look at Lloyd Moore. He's got a good run here, getting to the left rear quarter panel of the 23. Trying to make a run down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. On board with the number 14 of Lloyd Moore. You see the gap, 2 seconds, 12 laps to go. Raymond's got a mirror full of Steven Johnson. Steven Johnson has a mirror full of Lloyd Moore. How about Kyle O'Danick trying to get his name back in the mix here tonight? Still on the inside of Derek Stanley, but Stanley doing a good job putting up a fight on the top side of the racetrack. Jason Day starting to lose a little ground to these guys, but if they keep battling like this, they could catch up to them and try and get around both of them. So O'Danick's going to go, almost clears the 19, basically clears himself. Down the back straightaway. Now Jason Day's got to get around them. Number 21 of Kyle O'Danick racing really hard here. 10 laps to go for the number 44, Jason Raymond. Here comes Kyle O'Danick to the inside of Lloyd Moore for third. Thinks twice about it. Ducks back in line. Jason Day looking to the inside of Derek Stanley, still trying to get around him with 9 laps to go. We know that 21 is fast. He's won a few races already this season. Running for a championship, trying to get every point he can. He's got another run down the front straightaway, but does nothing with it. Stays in line, looks to the inside once again here in turns 1 and 2. Gets a great run through the center of the corner. He's going to hang a tire on the left rear quarter panel of the number 14, trying to get him a little loose. He's maintaining it, trying to stay right there. Almost a little bit of contact as they go into 3 and 4. But Lloyd Moore doing a great job on that top line, holding off the number 21. Jason Raymond, still your race leader. He's got a 2/10 gap over Steven Johnson, who's in second place right now. If Lloyd Moore and Kyle O'Danick keep fighting it out, they won't be able to try and run for this second place spot, as these laps are starting to close down. Across the stripe here, 6 laps to go. And throw a blanket over your top 4, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can still happen. Put in the chat who you got here in this top 4. How about O'Danick looking to the inside of the 14? Once again, he had a great run. He's trying to use it. Almost a little contact once again. Gives him plenty of room coming off the corner. Can't get the momentum. Slots back in line. 5 laps to go. Raymond's doing a really great job getting in his rhythm, not looking in that mirror, just worrying about what's out in front of him. Coming across the stripe here, going to be 4 laps to go for the number 44. Looks like these guys might have burnt their stuff up a little bit, fighting each other, trying to get to that 44, Jason Raymond. I don't know if anybody's going to have enough time to get there. Raymond's just setting really consistent lap times right now, doing a really great job out in the lead. He's got that clean air to his advantage. 3 laps to go here at New Hampshire. You can see the battle still going on back there for third. Kyle O'Danick doing everything he can. You know he wants to come up and get an interview again. He's used to being up here in the booth. 2 laps to go, though. Popsicle sticks in the air for the number 44. Oh, a few drivers getting tight there as they come off the corner. Turn number 2, Kyle O'Danick. He was able to get around the 14. Looked like Lloyd pushed just a little too tight. How about coming out of turn number 4, though? All eyes on the number 44, Jason Raymond. White flag in the air. Down the back straightaway for the final time and into turns 3 and 4. It doesn't look like Steven Johnson's going to be able to get there. He sends it into turns 3 and 4. Kyle O'Danick's got a good run coming off 4. Will he be able to Nope, he's not going to jump out of line and try and take second. Your race winner is going to be Jason Raymond. Steven Johnson taking home second. And Kyle O'Danick coming home third. And Jason Day managed to pull home 6th spot. So we're going to have to see how the points round up next week. But I believe the new points leader is going to be the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick once again. Just having a really dominant season here in the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. Now again, ladies and gentlemen, these guys cannot do a burnout. They do have to go through a tech inspection. But here goes Jason Raymond doing a burnout. It's always something, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Does a couple little loops. Now going to take a little Polish victory lap here, the number 44. So he's going to go through tech inspection once he's done celebrating. These other 2 drivers are also going to do the same, Kyle O'Danick and Steven Johnson. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, post-race interviews. Stick around.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live, and I am catching up with our third place finisher, the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick. And pretty hard fought race here tonight, man. You come in second in points, only 2 points off of the points leader, and you come home in third. Kind of walk me through your race.
It's a long walk. It was a lot of ups and downs and not a lot of passing, but just trying to take advantage of restarts, which I couldn't do. So I just spent a lot of time trying to make up the spots I lost on restarts. And then towards the end there, I finally got a good run and kind of figured out how to pass people. And I wish I did it like 10 laps earlier, because I think I would have had something for them.
So if there would have been a green-white checker there, you think you might have had something for our race leader there?
It's so hard with the gearing, because it's the leader has such an advantage. But, I definitely, I don't know. I wish I made the move earlier and did it on the long run, but a restart could have helped too. Definitely wanted to get up there and race with Jason, maybe bang some bars or something. But yeah, we'll take a third place.
Yeah, man. Hey, you had a great run. Might be going into next week as the new points leader once again. So coming home in third, who you got to shout out on that number 21?
Props that cash on the car again. Everyone watching, I do have to give a shout out to my wife. It's her birthday tomorrow, and I told her I'd be off by about 10 o'clock, and I think I missed that. So definitely have to give her a shout. And yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on your third place finish, and we'll see you next week at Thompson.
All right. Thanks, Sam. We'll see you there.
And that was the third place finisher, Kyle O'Danick. I moved my own self in the wrong channel. I do that a lot. It's hard in Discord to move people around. Anyway, we got to catch up with second place. And our second place finisher is Stephen T. Johnson in the number 23. And another driver who kind of had a hard fought race tonight, up 16 positions since the start of this race. Stephen, kind of walk me through your race.
Yeah, that was something for sure. Another just kind of hopped in, and I'm like, oh, the modifieds. I'm like, this will be fun. And then I'm like, oh, this is New Hampshire. I got to run this. So hopped in and just kind of took it easy at the beginning. I got punted by somebody for whatever reason, but it is what it is. And then we had that gigantic stack up because it looked like the not control car decided to launch. And of course, I'm the first pinball in that machine. So I took my quick repair there and just tried to take care of the tires and put myself in a position to get up to the front. And I got pretty much almost all the way to the front. But, Jason Raymond he did not make a mistake the last 15 laps. So congrats to him on the win.
Yeah, man. But still, you had a really good race. You were in the back, made your way all the way up to the front. Like I said, you moved 16 positions since you started this race tonight. Good points tonight for that number 23. Who you got to shout out?
I appreciate you, Tanner, for putting on these events. These are always so much fun to run. I really enjoy running with you all.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on second place. We'll see you next week at Thompson.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to it.
And that was your second place finisher, Stephen Johnson. But now we got to talk to our race winner. And that would be the number 44, Jason Raymond, climbing out of that Tour Modified here in Victory Lane. And I've said this to everybody I talked to tonight, Raymond, but another driver with kind of a hard-fought night. You led most of the race, fell back on that one pit stop, had to fight your way back. Walk me through it.
Yeah, coming to this track, I've had success here in the past. One of my better tracks in these cars. I knew I'd have some speed and put it on pole, got out to the lead. Clean air was major. It was key tonight. Once, even when I was behind Mettler when he was in the lead, it was just hard to break that 3/10 gap area. But once you did, you were right there. I pit, and then it's hard to pass. So you kind of had to just choose cone to your hand and avoid the wrecks. And I knew I'd be able to get back up there. Just had to be smart with time and also watch my fuel. I didn't know if I'd be able to make it. I finished the race with I think 2 laps left. So if we got a green-white checkered, I don't know if I would have made it.
Well, hey, it was still a great race overall. You had Stephen Johnson kind of breathing down your throat there for a little bit. Were you worried?
Yeah, I was actually. I know he's super fast, and we were in the same chat together. He was he was saying, I don't know, man, you got the Hello Kitty machine chasing you down. It was kind of intimidating me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of scary seeing Hello Kitty in my mirror, but it was. I knew he was fast, but I know he's also really clean. So if he got to me, I know he would have tried to get around me clean. So that's always nice.
All right, man. Well, hey, taking home a win tonight. Who you got to thank on the number 44?
I got a ton of people. First off, I got to thank my parents and as always my girlfriend for their support. They watch every race. It's always nice to have some people supporting you. I got to thank you for doing the broadcast as always. You do a great job. Love going back and seeing it. Everybody watching, make sure you subscribe to True Sim Productions. Then I got to thank all the guys over at Five Kings Motorsports and all the sponsors over there. We got MF Racing Designs, Laconey Setup Shop, Buttkicker.com, Savage Edge Apparel, FB Sim Racing Button Boxes, Raise Energy. We got Southern Signs of North Carolina, USA Firearms. I got my personals. They always back me too. Tile Chief Floor and Wall Covering, Spartan Pack Shore, Meat Construction.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on your win again tonight, and we'll see you next week at Thompson.
Yeah, thank you.
And that was your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Raymond, putting on a good show here tonight. But let me go ahead and get your results pulled up here. Results are on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Tuesday night for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. We'll see you again tomorrow night for the Wednesday night Late Model Series here on True Sim Productions. Tanner Marr is going to be in the booth. We hope to see you there. Remember to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. And we'll see y'all in the next one.